Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's vlog. Currently a Thursday. We just had our first snow here last night, so it's literally just after 8 a.m. and by 7:30 our kids were like, we want to go outside, like we want to get our coats and our boots and our snow pants on. My husband Jared is out there with them right now. They're playing in the snow. That is one thing about kids that is just wild, is the desire to make a snow angel at 8 a.m. but I'm here for it. And a slow morning over here. I'm just making breakfast and coffee now so that when everyone comes inside, it's ready to go and hot. I've recently been having this like smoked bacon breakfast hash from Costco, and something like this reminds me so much of the type of food that you can get at Trader Joe's, where it's still like good, it tastes fresh, but you can make it really quickly. I feel like we don't have as many good options for things like that in Canada, so I grabbed that. We are very noisy today. I grabbed that on my last Costco trip and I've actually been loving it so much. It has like potato and bacon, onions and peppers and all of the good things. So I usually just mix that up with eggs. Okay, thank you for that. Would you like to maybe go play for a minute? Today's gonna be a fun day with the kids. I'm planning on taking them to this really cute town that's like probably, I don't know, maybe an hour drive from us, and they have really nice stuff on for Christmas, like little Christmas shops and cute toy stores, and I'm pretty sure they've got like outdoor fireplaces, hot chocolate, lights, all of that fun stuff. I also thought it would be the perfect place for our kids to find their Christmas ornaments for this year. This is a tradition that we are starting this year, is letting our kids pick out their own ornament every single year of their childhood to add to a Christmas tree that we're probably gonna have to increase in size at some point, but for this year it's just gonna be like a little one in their bedroom, and I haven't set it up yet for them. I've been wanting to wait until it's closer to like actually December, because it feels like we've done so many things to celebrate Christmas and it's still just November. So by the time this goes up, it will be December. We're gonna set the tree up in their room, and I'm hoping again that they can find some cute little specialty ornaments there today.
Holly hanging across the door, neighbors singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season most everywhere, so come home. There's no better place, waking up on Christmas Day. Tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street. Presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire, bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same, waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day.
Okay, we just got back from the Christmas market. We were there like daytime hours, and apparently a bunch of the vendors and things don't open up until later in the evening, so that's what those big like closed wooden looking things are. But honestly, it was still so much fun to walk through it all with our kids. Way less crowds, and there also were a bunch of shops that were still open just on the main strip. So I did also grab some Christmas presents for the kids, just trying to do that very discreetly because they had some great wooden toys that were on sale. And I will be making an everything that I got my kids for Christmas video, so stay tuned for that. It's coming soon. But on the way there, I wanted to stop because I found something on Marketplace that I had to go and pick up. It is this brass Christmas tree candle holder. Is this not so beautiful? But I grabbed that to put just like on the sideboard in our living room on top of some books. And then I am the crazy wreath lady. I bought another wreath. I've been wanting to do something above the kitchen sink window, just because the kitchen right now, I have like a couple of little things in here, but there's nothing that makes it feel like super Christmas Christmassy. So I thought this with like the nice red velvet bow would look really pretty hanging over there, and just a nice Christmassy view while I'm washing the dishes. I want to figure out how to get it to hang lower though, so we'll see if I can mess around with the bow a little bit.
Dancing in the street, presents tied up with a string for you.
It is officially, oh my gosh, there is a massive squirrel just like running down the side of our fence right now. It is officially the next day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit zombie mode today. All 3 of our kids last night were up for various reasons throughout the night. The oldest one I heard like running out in the hallway at one point, and I was like, what is happening? Eventually we just brought her back into our bed to go to sleep, and then we had our baby up 3 times, our middle child was up twice, so it was just a whole thing. But every morning I come out here and I make a bottle for the baby, and I make a bottle for mama. Over the past month now, I have been drinking AG1 consistently, and I honestly feel like I am the last person to get on this bandwagon because this stuff has been going viral for so long now, and everyone has just been saying so many good things about it. And it was actually my husband, Jared, that got me into taking this consistently because he is like a faithful AG1 user now. We got some about 5 months ago now, and he's been taking it consistently. And if you have never heard of AG1 before, it is so much more than greens. It is a daily health drink that combines multivitamins, probiotics, and superfoods into 1 scoop. Taking just 1 scoop of AG1 per day supports energy, digestive regularity, immune defense, and a healthy mood. From a nutritional perspective, AG1 gives you the vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients from whole foods to help cover any nutritional gaps. And for me, knowing that the daily vitamins that I need are in just 1 drink, and I don't need to be reaching for a bunch of different vitamins to cover those gaps, is a game changer. That was actually the main reason that my husband was like, you need to just start taking AG1, is because every morning I was like lining up all of my supplements and all of my vitamins, and he's like, you realize that you could just drink this and be done. Like, that's as simple as it is. And on top of that, I have also noticed really big benefits when it comes to energy and mood. AG1 has B vitamins that support energy without the caffeine crash that would typically come from coffee, but it also provides nutrients to support the nervous system and promote a healthy mood. And for any other tired moms out there, you know that that is the real kicker, is trying to get up after a day of whatever amount of sleep that you did or didn't get, and still needing to show up for your kids with that lack of energy. So I have super appreciated AG1 to just give me that extra boost for my day, especially on days like today. As we head into the winter months, it's also amazing for immune support. So it has probiotics, antioxidants, and functional mushrooms to help with that overall immune defense. So if you want to just cover your bases across the board this winter and set yourself up for success, this could be the best option for you. I promise you, it does not taste like you put leaves in a blender, which is what my perception of green drinks were before trying AG1. It's actually flavored with pineapple core and vanilla beans, so it's a very like slight sweet taste that make it really nice actually to just drink over some ice, which is what I do. I just do 8 ounces in my shaker bottle every morning. AG1 has also given me an amazing offer for you guys. So if you head down to the link in my description box, in that welcome kit, you will get a 30-day supply of AG1. You will also get the metal canister as well as the little metal scoop. You'll get 5 free travel packs, the shaker bottle to drink your AG1 with, as well as a free bottle of their vitamin D3 plus K2 that you can just add into your drink for an additional kind of nutritional boost. So shopping with that link that they gave me for you guys will get you $76 worth of just free extras, in addition to that $20 off of the first order. So again, if you want to check them out, all you have to do is head to the link in my description box or scan the QR code here to subscribe and save $20 off of your first order with AG1. I'm telling you guys, this really is the way to simplify your health and wellness routine as a mom. I'm gonna go get myself and my toddler dressed for the day because I actually have an emergency dental appointment this morning at 10 a.m. I will get into all of that later about why I'm going, why it's an emergency, but I figured that I would take my toddler with me because she's never been to the dentist before, and they were saying that this is kind of like the ideal age for them to come in and experience the office, maybe sit in the chair before they're actually there for their own appointment, to just kind of reduce any fear around it and things like that. So I'm gonna bring her. I have no idea how this this is gonna go, and I'm hoping that my appointment is not that long so that she's not just like sitting there, because it's gonna be kind of tricky for me to parent while I'm sitting in a dental chair, so pray for me today. It was a lot less intense than I thought it was going to be to get it fixed, but basically I was driving the other day and I kept getting this feeling like there was like popcorn in my tooth or something like that. It's that feeling that it's just like, oh, this is driving me nuts. And I don't even know why this started happening, but basically I'm like scratching at the back of the tooth, TMI, where I felt like the popcorn was. It was the glue from the back of my permanent retainer that I've had on my teeth for like 10 years plus since I got my braces off. I have this retainer that goes across the back of my teeth and is like glued in place, and it's supposed to be there 24/7 to keep my teeth like from shifting back. I just scratched the glue right off, so then all of a sudden I just felt like my entire mouth changed. Like the feeling of it immediately was different, and I don't want to be dramatic because I know that it doesn't shift that quickly, but I could just feel that like the tension that was holding it in place with the glue had released. It just immediately felt like my teeth were like loose and shifting. And a few other people that have had that happen to them were telling me like, you have to go in and get it booked immediately because your teeth will actually shift. Like that feeling is legit. You need to go and get the glue back on. So I just went and got it glued back on. We're all good. What do you keep your shoes on? We're just about to go inside.
But sometimes itchy on my feet.
Oh, I get that.
So
That's why you're taking your shoe off. Fair enough. She did such a good job. You did a really good job, bud. She was helping to pass all the tools to them. She was like standing beside them as they're looking into my mouth, just so curious, and you were very obedient and respectful. So thank you so much for coming with me. We're just about to head inside, get Jared and the other two kids because we're gonna go and get an extension cord so we can actually plug in our Christmas lights today. And then later this afternoon, I have some prep to do because we are hosting people from church for a Christmas movie night. So I'm gonna make some snacks, some popcorn, and hopefully set up a little hot chocolate bar for that too. Sadly, the audio on these clips didn't work out, but I wanted to share with you guys my all-time favorite stovetop popcorn recipe. Once you make it this way, you will never go back to the microwave. You're going to want to start with a pretty big pot with a heavy bottom because we are going to be using oil. I prefer to use olive oil or avocado oil to make it a little bit healthier. You're going to want to drop in 3 popcorn kernels, and these are your testers to make sure that your pot has come up to temp. Once those pop, pull the pot off of the heat and pour in the rest of your kernels. You're gonna let them sit there in that pot for about 30 seconds, not till any of them pop, but just 30 seconds for them to come up to temperature without the oil burning. Once those 30 seconds have gone by, put it back on the stove and put your lid on. At this point, depending on how many kernels you have in the pot, it's gonna take like 2 to 5 minutes for all of them to pop. I will sometimes come over and just with oven mitts, give the pot a little bit of a shake to make sure that none of the kernels that are in the bottom are getting stuck or burning, but usually you can just let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then when you take the lid off, you will have the best ever popcorn. It's like straight from a movie theater. Add a little bit of butter or salt or some other toppings and you're good to go. It is now Sunday afternoon and everyone is waking up from a very nice post-church nap. I am now in our bathroom just trying to get ready because I'm actually going to, our whole family is going to the very first influencer event that I'm going to be taking part in. I've been invited to a couple of influencer events, but I've never actually said yes to any of them, mostly because they're usually in like a huge city that I would then need to drive out an hour to and navigate all the traffic for, and Jared's not invited. It's just like so much more than I've ever wanted to actually take on. I've also been invited to some influencer events that have just not really like been my scene. The funniest one that I got invited to was this one that Jared and I were both supposed to be at, where we were actually going to be on like a yacht in the summer and there was going to be like a DJ and alcohol and all of this stuff, and I was like, that is just so not our world. This is the very first one that I have ever said yes to, and for context, it's being put on by Kellogg's, so Rice Krispies and Pop-Tarts, which I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. They are doing a Christmas event close to us for Canadian influencers, where basically they have booked out this beautiful spot that you can go and see all of these lovely Christmas lights, and they're going to be handing out their new holiday Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie bars, and it's just going to be like the most family-friendly, fun event, I think. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to finally say yes to something and bring the whole crew with me. I also got a ticket for my sister-in-law, so she's going to come with us and help us to just like wrangle all of the kids while we're there, because I don't really know what the expectations are going to be of me. I think that we're just going to go and like enjoy it and hang out, but I thought it would be fun to like film it and bring you guys with me. We do also have a massive snowstorm in the forecast for tonight, so it is quite the evening to be taking our kids outside to go for a walk, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it's gonna be fun, and I can't lie, I am very excited to eat a Pop-Tart because it's been a few years since I have had one of those. So it is now Tuesday. The event was so much fun, although the amount of snow that came down was just astronomical. I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, my hair was frozen solid by the time we left. Both of our kids were like miserable because they were drenched, but it did look beautiful and it was just like a very fun winter experience with our kids. But we are just having a slow day at home today on this Tuesday. We have been working on a little KiwiCo science project for the last, I don't even know how long, like 2 hours. Our kids have just been like fully engrossed in it, which has been fun. I'll show you in a minute, but I just got these earrings on Amazon for Black Friday and I cannot get them into my ears. I don't know if this is a design flaw or if it's just my ears that are weird. I looked at the reviews, but no one else is having this problem. The earring like backing will go in, but I can't close it because my earlobe is literally like in between and fully blocking it. 0 stars from me, considering that I cannot even wear these. I'm so sad because I got them from the same brand that I usually get my like big gold hoops from on Amazon, and I've never had a problem with them. But I don't know, maybe I need Jared to help me figure out like what I'm doing wrong, but I cannot get these on my ears. These are just the regular sounds of my household. We have been working on the Christmas countdown train set from KiwiCo all morning. This is for children 7 years and older, so it's a little bit advanced for my kids to be doing, but I've been doing it with them and just guiding them through the process today, and my 3-year-old is doing amazingly well with it and having so much fun. You start by like fully building this train set from scratch, and there are a ton of steps. When I opened this, I was like, this is literally building IKEA furniture on steroids, and I have a hard enough time doing that with my husband, let alone with toddlers. But look how far we've come so far this morning. We've already got 2 cargo trains done for homeschooling parents or for anyone that just like wants a fun STEM activity for their kids. It's such a fun thing to do. We did do day 1 today because our kids were too excited about it, and honestly so was I. And we built this little Christmas tree, so it does light up and it gives you all the little pieces to set it up. You wire the lights through and then you can turn it on, and it's like part of the little Christmas train kind of setup that it all comes with. So we've been having lots of fun with that today. That has been our big science and math project for the day so far, but in a minute we are going to pivot and start doing some salt dough ornaments because I like to do them with the kids every year just for fun. I think this year I'm gonna let them dry and then actually paint them, but I've never done it with Rosie before, so I want to get her little handprint and her little footprint for her first Christmas, since that's something that I've done with all of the other kids so far too. We need 4 cups of flour. Okay, you take this, take them by the handle, and pour them in the bowl. You might need to flip them. Keep it inside the bowl. Excellent. Okay. Vivian's turn. 3, 4. We need 1 cup of table salt. I am currently sitting here trying to muster up the courage to go and do like a full reset on our house. I find that there is this tension with the holiday season where it's like we are going to a lot more events and there's just a lot more on the calendar, not just on the weekends, but also weeknights. And so we are at home less. And that is like one of my biggest hacks to maintaining just a tidy, orderly home is being home more, because the more that you're home, the more that you're able to actually manage your home. But we're just out of the house a lot more these days, and that leaves our house in just a state of disarray because there's less time for me to be cleaning and tidying and picking up after everything. And that is also balanced with the fact that during the holidays, we're just having more people into our home and in larger groups as well. So I do need to be on top of that cleaning, because even just this next week coming up, we're having like 2 large gatherings here, and I'm gonna need some better systems to manage all of that. But honestly, I do love it. I feel like the whole buzz that comes with the holidays of having like a more full calendar this time of year and seeing all of your family and friends and all of those things, I do like actually enjoy that a ton. And just this morning, and honestly over this past week, I have actually been struggling with my pre-grieving tendencies. I've talked about this a little bit before, but one of the ways that I am hardwired as a person is I like naturally try and pre-grieve or like pre-mourn the end of something before it actually comes, so that I'm like completely unfazed by it when it's over. This is something that I've done for years. To be honest, I know it stems from like childhood trauma, and it's like this control mechanism that I have. I just don't want to be sad when something good comes to an end. And so to prevent that feeling, I try and deal with the emotions ahead of time. But that becomes a huge problem, because then when you're still in the middle of this fun thing that you should be enjoying, I am like introspective and like melancholy, because I'm like, this is gonna be gone soon while it's still happening. And it is so unhelpful for literally everyone else around me. And I do my best to not like project it, but inside I'm like, already sad that the Christmas tree is gonna have to come down. So sad that we're gonna stop watching Christmas movies at some point. The presents have already all been purchased. I already have all of my wrapping paper ready to go. And it's like, I haven't even wrapped a present yet, but I'm just like, once I start it all, it's gonna go by so quickly and then Christmas is just gonna be gone. Am I the only person that is like this, or are there other people that struggle with this? I don't know. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to be present and to enjoy it now, because it is still Christmas time. We literally still have like 3 weeks to go. I just know how long that I personally and our kids have been looking forward to this season. It's a little heavy on my heart this week. And I don't want to end this cozy Christmas vlog on a sad note, because obviously we are still in the Christmas season. There is still so much time to enjoy it. So ignore me. I hope that you guys are having the best holiday season so far. I hope that you are finding those opportunities to slow down and be present and to soak it all up with your family. I did also want to remind you guys that if any of you are interested in checking out AG1, if you are just looking for an energy boost in this season of life right now, a little bit of extra immune support going into the long winter ahead, I do have a discount with them. So to access that, all you have to do is either scan the QR code here on the screen or head to the link down in my description box. You can get $20 off of your first subscription with them, and we'll also get over $70 in savings by getting that welcome kit from them too. I think that you guys are going to love it. I have personally loved it, so thank you to AG1 for working with me on this video. And until my next video, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon.